believe the show is over. I, I just I feel like I started this show yesterday. That's how fast these 8 seasons have gone. But here's my review for the final season of Arrow. If you have not seen the final season, there is going to be some spoilers here and there in this video, so you might want to leave and go watch it for yourself and then come on back and hear what I got to say. So, but now that's out the way, I liked how a good chunk of this season was about building up to Crisis on Infinite Earths. And this, I'm like, how are they going to pull off a final season in 10 episodes? And I feel like overall they did. Like, one episode was a part of the crossover, and another was a back pilot of the spin-off series Green Arrow and the Canaries. So we got to see what happens from there when we, like the jump on that spin-off series to pick up from where that left off, in a way. And then I'm like, okay, with the series finale. Well, before I get there, I loved how the season premiere was basically like it was like watching the pilot all over again. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I think they did mention that Earth 2's Oliver had, he died on that Earth. So it kind of makes sense of how that worked when he was on Earth 2. And also, this was basically like reminded us what we loved about the show from the beginning. I mean, like the show kind of, like it had its up, like it had a little bit of its, like downfall a bit, but it picked itself back up in my opinion. Season 4 is really started to tank for me. That was like my least favorite season of the show, but they managed to pick themselves back up from there. Maybe not right away, but like as the seasons went on. For me, some of you are like, no, I stopped watching from there on out, and I don't care that it's gone. I'm glad it's over. And some of you are probably like, no, they could have had a few more seasons. Why? I honestly felt I'm at peace with it being over. It's not the show in the Arrowverse that I would have picked, like to be axed, but I'm still at peace with it. But I do like how also like how they managed to pull off after they basically killed Oliver twice in the crossover, and and for the last time he basically reshaped the multiverse. I love how they now share the same Earth with Supergirl and Black Lightning and such, like with those characters. That's something I've been waiting for like for quite some time. So Crisis on Infinite Earths was the golden opportunity for them to do that. And oh man, I'm still sinking in. I mean, I needed time to really let it sink in and process that what I watched, and I'm still doing that, so bear with me. But after Oliver died for the second time, I'm like, how are they gonna pull off these last 2 episodes? Like, how are they gonna pull off the series finale without him? But I feel like they did overall. They did. And it was cool to see some characters come back before the show was over. And we also saw that he not only did he basically fixed like a little Flashpoint problem that was placed on Diggle, like where now his daughter's gone, now he has his son, but now Diggle has both his daughter and his son. So that's pretty cool. And Oliver also managed to bring back his mother, and he also brought back his best friend Tommy, and he brought back Quentin Lance. And I understand why some other characters didn't come back, like Robert Queen and even Malcolm Merlyn. I mean, like I'm totally fine with him not being brought back. And even Laurel. Earth wants Laurel. I understand why they did that, because like Earth 2's Laurel, who is Black Siren, who's basically a canary now, fully redeemed herself, and there's no reason for her to be pushed aside like that. I mean, that felt like that would have been an insult to the character. So it would have been cool to see her and Earth's one Laurel interact, but I fully support why they didn't do that and why they went and did what they did with her character. And it was cool that how Felicity was not really a part of the season until like the series finale. I mean, they didn't really need her, and I was totally fine with that. And also like with the ending, I feel like last season showed us how this series was going to end, but it was like peeking behind the curtain in a way, and the curtains were still shut. But here, the curtains are wide open, and then we see what happens. So basically, I guess we were led to believe that what we saw last season was pre-Crisis, but is actually post-Crisis, because the Monitor died during Crisis, and I guess Oliver brought him back too, to have, I guess, and then he had Felicity reunited with Oliver in the afterlife, it seems. I guess. But it was a pretty cool ending, and not to mention John Diggle. Oh my goodness. I mean, I loved how he basically becomes a Green Lantern. I love that. But what I don't like is how they allowed the actor to hint at something, a Green Lantern related with Diggle's character. Like, I would not have said that. I wouldn't have allowed him to say any of that. I mean, let us see for ourselves, and I would have gotten a much bigger reaction. I mean, I was like waiting for it, like after hearing him say that, like coming across in like an article of him saying that. I'm like, come on, dude, don't do that, come on, you know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But also what I also didn't like is that there was not a lantern there to really pass on the ring to him. The ring just fell down on its own or whatever. I don't know. But I guess for time, I guess they couldn't, like stretch that out a bit. They could have made it a couple minutes, but oh well. It was still pretty cool. It goes to show you that we will see him again as a Green Lantern in future, maybe even in the next crossover, or he's going to be moving into Metropolis, so we may see him on Superman's show. So that'd be pretty damn cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. And him using his ring. So, looking forward to that. And this was a really solid season. It made me happy to stay on board with Arrow after, it's underwhelming season 4. And I also have to say that while I do like Felicity's mom, but she does not fit into the world of Arrow, in my opinion. Like, when I look back on it, I'm like, she doesn't really fit in there. Not to me. But she's still a likable character. But anyway, with that all being said, Arrow Season 8 gets 4 solid chair spins out of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 chair spins. So, yeah. I can't believe it's over. I mean, it's crazy. Wow. I'm still, like I said, I'm still processing it. Wow. Like I said, I'm still at peace with this show being over. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review on Arrow Season 8, make sure you thumb up this video, and make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you click that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.